Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we have described the whole synthesis of Claisen ester condensation. Claisen is a scientist name. He discovered this reaction first time and therefore it is named as Claisen ester condensation. And here we are discussing as a chapter number 2, that is active methylene compound. What do you mean by the active methylene compound? What kind of the CH2 groups are generally referred or termed as active methylene compound? There are number of CH2 groups are present in the organic compound, but all of them is not considered as a active methylene compound or reactive methylene compound. Why do so? The reason behind it, according to the definition of active methylene group or compound, when CH2 group is present or flanked in between or located between two electron withdrawing group, such reactive methylene group is known as active methylene group or reactive methylene group, and such compound are called as active methylene compound or the reactive methylene compound. In this chapter at TYBSc level, we are going to study only two important active methylene compound. One of them is acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate or beta keto ester, and another one is malonic ester or diethyl malonate, because these two compounds are synthetic reagent which has active methylene group CH2 group, and first compound which we have synthesized by using the named reaction Claisen ester condensation. Condensation means the two molecules condense together, there is a formation of new carbon-carbon bond, and such formation of the new carbon-carbon bond means we are getting the new compound, and therefore synthetically in the organic chemistry it is a very important one, because there is a formation of a new carbon-carbon bond. And this Claisen ester condensation, the principle of that Claisen ester condensation is it has similarity with aldol condensation. And in our previous lecture or in your previous lecture, in your previous classes such as SY, BSc, I think so, you have learned thoroughly the aldol condensation reaction, where the aldehyde or the ketone compound which containing as alpha hydrogen atom in presence of base, and the reaction proceeding via carbanion, and we are getting the more stable end product or the final product, which is termed as alpha beta unsaturated compound, and that reaction is known as aldol condensation reaction. Here there is a slight difference. Instead of the starting material which are used in the aldol condensation reaction is a aldehyde or the aldehyde or the ketone which containing as alpha hydrogen atom, then and then that reaction undergoes as aldol condensation reaction. In this case, Claisen has had taken the starting material is a ethyl acetate and it is a base catalyzed reaction, and the mechanism is same as far as aldol condensation is considered. There is a formation of carbanion and that carbanion is well stabilized due to the resonance or the mesomeric effect, and there is a enolate formation, and as we know that enolate means what? The negative charge present on oxygen near the carbon-carbon double bond, that species are generally called as enolate species in organic chemistry. So same which we have discussed, the whole description of Claisen ester condensation with the mechanism and which the final product which we got in the Claisen is a acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate, where you can see clearly there is a CH2 group, methylene group is present, and that methylene group has a 2 proton, and that 2 proton are highly acidic in nature. The reason behind it, after abstraction of proton by base, leaving bonding pair on that carbon atom, the species form as a carbanion, and that carbanion is well stabilized due to the mesomeric effect or resonance effect, and there the distribution of electron on carbon as well as oxygen atom and such species or such reagent are generally termed as ambient reagent. In ambient reagent means the electron density or negative charge which is present on 2 atoms such as carbon and oxygen, such reagent are known as ambient reagent. And now here we are going to discuss right now presently the synthetic application of this point. We are going to discuss synthetic application of ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester, or we can call it as a beta keto ester. And now here the first application which we are going to discuss is this one. Here the synthesis of or preparation of synthesis of butanoic acid, butanoic acid, not butanoic acid, 2-butanone, not the butanoic acid, sorry, let me see, synthesis of 2-butanone, or we can say but 2-ONE, 2-butanone using ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester or beta keto ester. Look at here, synthesis of 2-butanone using ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester or beta keto ester. Now here what is your first job or first business to do here? to draw the correct structure of the target molecule. Target molecule means what? TM sometime it is referred. TM is target molecule. Target molecule means whose synthesis being planned is called as a target molecule. In old syllabus at TYBSc there is a one chapter which the name of that chapter is a retrosynthetic analysis, which were not there in a new syllabus, because now we are after every 5 years there is a mandatory to change the syllabus of every university. So Savitribai Phule Pune University Pune changed the syllabus this year, but this syllabus from FYBSc, so they introduced the new syllabus at FYBSc in 2019. As we know that 2019 year is a very we can say memorable year, because this year everyone in the whole world is facing one pandemic, which is COVID-19, and therefore as we know that it is a very dangerous disease which all the world is experiencing this effect in every niche field. It is introduced or suffered by this, and therefore I am not going to talk. You know about that, and still it is there, and that's why we are again and again this teaching field also on the online mode, so that you can keep your learning. If there is because waves and waves are coming, sometimes it's gradually increasing, sometimes it's declining. So such a situation now we are facing, and that's why once again we are learning on an online mode. So synthesis of 2-butanone, retrosynthetic analysis, where the term is used as a target molecule. So remember here, target molecule nothing but this is a end product they have given us, and they are saying us prepare or synthesize these starting material, synthesize these end product, final product, with the help of, they have given as a starting material is this one, acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate or beta keto ester. By using this starting material, you must prepare these 2-butanone. And how do you prepare? If you pay the attention from the beginning, then and then you can prepare any compound by using, or you can able to solve any question which are coming on this topic, that is ethyl acetoacetate. So let's do here. Draw the but indicate as there are 4 carbon atoms in that molecule which contain, and here to indicate every integer number indicate the position of the functional group. If you see the suffix here, suffix means which the word which are using at the end of that word. So ONE indicate as there will be a ketone group, at which position you can number either from this side or this side. let me give the number. In this particular case you can pay the attention here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the 4 carbon atom. Why I am showing these 4 carbon atom, the skeleton of that 4 carbon atom? Because that but indicate as a, in the organic compound there is a 4 carbon atom. If methane, we know that it has only 1 carbon atom. Ethane, it has a 2 carbon atom. Propane is there are 3 carbon atom. Butane, but indicate there are 4 carbon atom. Pentane 5, hexane 6, heptane 7, octane 8, nonane 9, decane and so on. Therefore I had written here 4 carbon atom and 2 is indicate as a position of carbonyl group. Here I am showing that carbonyl group. Now rest of the, as we know that carbon has a 4 bond. So here this is a terminal of this carbon skeleton. 1 bond is already there. So how much hydrogen atom I should attach here? Here I am attaching 3. So total valency of that carbon atom becomes 4. Now look at this carbon number 3. How many hydrogen atom I should attach here? 2 bond is already there. Therefore I should attach 2 hydrogen atom, CH2. And now here this carbon atom fulfilling its all valency 1, 2, 3 and 4. Therefore no need to attach hydrogen atom. Now again, once again, it is a terminal carbon atom similar to this. 1 bond is already there, so you can attach as this one. This is a CH3. So this is a target molecule. The name of that target molecule is a 2-butanone. Now look at here, for sake of convenience, for easy to understand, for that purpose I am showing this hydrogen atom like this. And now I am going to prepare this compound by using these are the starting material. This is the starting material which they have provided us, ethyl acetoacetate. Now I am marking here this part of the organic compound, CH double bond O CH3, from where this part is coming. That's why I am showing over here. So for that, first thing, to plan, you plan the synthesis. So I am here writing as a planning first. In the planning, first point, first square bracket here, let us see CH, then C double bond O, CH3. Now this part I am taking from this target molecule, putting here, and I am writing first point, this part is coming from acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate, that's it, or beta ketoester we can call it. Now second point which I am going to make here, because I am planning here, see once again I am making here square bracket, that is a CH3. So this CH3, this part is coming from primary alkyl halide, and as we know that primary alkyl halide will be any alkyl or aryl group. You can attach with the halogen atoms such as halides such as X, maybe as a fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Generally we are taking as a chlorine, bromine and iodine. It's a 2 and one hydrogen atom which is coming from the workup. Workup means during the reaction, which the work which we are doing for getting the crude product, that process is known as a workup, and from that this hydrogen is coming from the protonation, that we will see later on. But this is a planning which we made here, and now is a synthesis. Now is a synthesis. In the synthesis, they have given us the starting material is a ethyl acetoacetate. We know that the structure of ethyl acetoacetate, which is prepared by using Claisen ester condensation, this one CH3 C double bond O, CH2 C double bond O, then I am writing CH2 and CH3. Sometimes it is referred as a ET. Here look at here CH2 and here also as a CH2. Which group is known as a reactive methylene group, and why? Here even though acetoacetic, this is a acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate which containing as a 2 methyl group over here. One is here, another one is here, but this second one, it is not the reactive methylene group. Only this is a reactive methylene group, because it is according to as a definition, it is located between 2 electron withdrawing group. See here, on left hand side there is a carbonyl group, on right hand side there is also as a carbonyl group, 2 electron withdrawing group, and this CH2 group is present between that, and that CH2 is known as active methylene group, and this compound is known as a active methylene compound because it contain or it possess the CH2 group, and therefore this is a, and the reactive methylene group, this CH2 group has 2 electrons, has 2 protons or hydrogen atom we can say, and these hydrogen atom are highly acidic in nature, and therefore by using as a base it get abstracted and leaving its bonding pair on that carbon atom, and the species form is known as a carbanion. And let's see over here. Now the first important step here which we are going to use here, NaOET, that is a sodium ethoxide. As we know that metal always carries as a positive charge and rest of is a negative charge, and it is acting as a base, and therefore it will abstract the proton from the methylene group C double bond O, then CH minor charge you can put here C double bond O. I am writing as ET means ethyl group. So here negative, some of the book they can write here also Na plus, because it is in the close vicinity, and therefore you can write this way, or no need to write that sodium here. So remember here, and this species is known as a carbanion. The organic compound which carries the carbon carries negative charge, that species are generally termed as a carbanion, and that carbanion once again it is well stabilized due to the resonance. So in this way we can get this one CH3, then O minus double bond CH, then C double bond O, OET, and this species now here in this particular organic compound, oxygen atom carries as a negative charge, and this one is known as a enolate, and such type of the reagent are known as ambident reagent, or it is a ambident nucleophilic reagent where the negative charge present on two different atoms. In this particular example, here the carbon carries negative charge, here oxygen carries negative charge, and therefore such reagents are known as ambident reagent. And now in the next, what we are going to see here, now I am showing this structure here for sake of convenience. So here I am writing CS3, then C, here H, CH, C double bond O and CS3, this part and this part. Now let me clean the board here so that we can get as a space to write the remaining steps. So here I am taking this intermediate carbanions once again, here CS3, C double bond O, CH minus, then C double bond O, ET, and now this is a base, generally base catalyzed reaction, this one, and now it will be treated with this one CS3, Br you can use, methyl bromide, and this process is known as a alkylation. This process is known as alkylation, where this negative charge can attack on that CS3, Br is departing, and we are getting here CS3, then C double bond O, then CH, this CS3 I am writing like this, then C double bond O, then O, ET. See here carefully. Now the next step will be hydrolysis. Hydrolysis, generally we are using the reagent like water in presence of proton, and this process is known as a hydrolysis. This process is known as a hydrolysis. Hydrolysis, in the hydrolysis process, what happening, ester group is get transformed into the acid, and we will be getting here this one CS3, then C double bond O, CH, CS3, now C double bond O, and H I am writing over here. Now in the next step, what is the next step? I am again making as a space over here. Here, now here is a just this triangle, you all are knowing this is nothing but as a heating. After the heating there is a evolution of carbon dioxide, and this process is known as a decarboxylation. Decarboxylation. This process is known as a decarboxylation, and after the decarboxylation, how this probable this sigma bond moving here forming as a double bond, and this double bond also retaining as it is and forming as a negative charge on this carbon atom, where we are getting this type of the species C double bond O, CH minus here, and then CS3, and after that you can carry out the reaction, this H2O in presence of H plus. Now remember here we said it is a hydrolysis process. Now this once again we are using, this is a protonation process now. Protonation, where this species can pick up the proton from water and it will get the stable end product, which is this one CS3, C double bond O, CH2 and CS3. Look at this target molecule, and this is our end product. Now if you see here, this is the part which is coming from the ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester, and this part CH3 part, which is coming from the primary alkyl halide. In this way we can see there are number of applications of this ethyl acetoacetate. So I think here we have seen one application. In our upcoming lecture we will discuss the more application such as this, and you will be getting the clarity once we can solve number of examples like this one. And I hope you will be very soon able to prepare such, because they are providing us everything. They are providing starting material as well as end product also. By using that starting material, and you can prepare your desired target molecule by using the processes, because these are the sequential steps, where first step is a abstraction of proton by base. Generally as a sodium ethoxide is used, sodium methoxide, whichever base you can use over here. And then second one is the alkylation, depending upon the target molecule, how we can make that one. By looking at target molecule, we can do the alkylation, monoalkylation or dialkylation depending upon, and by using that one we can synthesize as alpha substituted ketone or acetone we can call it. And then hydrolysis, the process which convert ester into as acid. And the next one, there is a decarboxylation. It is a process where the carbon dioxide get evolved, and the final is a protonation, and we will get as a desired product. This is a general sequence for preparing such type of the compound. I think with this, let us stop today here. Remaining we will discuss in our next lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.